Unlike most video doorbells that demand your attention via an app only, the SwitchBot Video Doorbell comes with a handy little monitor that can be placed on your desktop or anywhere within reach of a power socket, providing low latency video connectivity and monitoring, event viewing, etc., along with some handy hardware buttons.
Yes, can I help you?
Please let me in.
Not today, thank you.
It retails at $150 and you don't need a cloud storage plan for any of the features. Ideally, you'll be pairing it with the SwitchBot Lock Ultra as well, though they are sold separately, but you'll be missing out on some features if you don't have one. The Matter compatibility is best described as limited, however. I'm James Bruce, you're watching MatterAlpha.com reviews. Let's get into it. The SwitchBot Video Doorbell consists of two main parts: the doorbell with a camera and the base station with a screen. The doorbell and camera part doesn't break the mold when it comes to doorbell design. You get a big button at the bottom, an elongated oval shape, and the camera sits at the top with a 165-degree wide angle, not quite full body view, I can't see the ground. You can angle it left or right as needed, and either hardwire it or charge the internal 5,000 mAh battery over USB-C, which is how I've been using it. Optionally, you can also connect a solar panel and keep it charged when the sun's shining. The hardware video monitor is the more interesting component of this package. Rather than having to open an app on your phone, it features a reasonably large 4.3-inch video screen that pops to life when someone rings the bell, giving a clear, full HD resolution view, day or night in color, and 6 dedicated buttons to view the feed, answer the doorbell, lock and unlock the door when paired with the Lock Ultra, of course, and access previous recordings. There's also a micro SD card slot for expandable storage, and a 4GB card is supplied, though it supports up to 512 GB. And it's pretty simple to use. The big button on the right ends the call, while the one on the left answers it. One of the buttons says lock whether or not you have a smart lock connected, but don't worry, if you accidentally press it, it's a two-stage process, so that opens up a submenu of lock and unlock. Essentially, you have to click it twice to unlock it, so you're not going to accidentally let anyone in. Installation requires 2 holes to screw in one of the mounting plate options, or you can just use a sticky pad. In this case, I decided to screw it in and sadly made a bit of a mess with one hole that I hit something inside of and had to move and try again. Although technically waterproof, you should install it under some sort of cover or awning and not just completely exposed to the elements. By using its own dedicated wireless channel to the base station and not relying on your own in-home Wi-Fi, you end up with a fairly responsive video system with only about a second delay. A lot less than similar app-based approaches that I've tried, where sometimes it'll take at least 5 seconds just to open the app and the feed, by which time the visitor's gone already. It's encrypted, it's local, and it's not reliant on your internet either, so if that goes down, your doorbell still works. Brilliant. SwitchBot recommends a 5 to 10 meter or 16 to 33 foot range. If you have concrete walls, you need to be on the lower end of that, so it might not reach the other end of your house, perhaps only a room or 2 away, but it's not that bad either. I'm about 5 meters away through a very thick concrete wall to the front door there. It features a set of built-in quick replies, or you can record your own messages should you actually not wish to speak in real time to anyone. Like any good doorbell camera, you can also set up motion alerts and recordings, limiting those to human-only detection, all motion, pets or vehicles only, that sort of thing. This is off by default though, and be aware that any form of motion detection is going to consume significantly more battery power, and notifications seem to be limited to your phone. You can't say have it automatically bring up an image on the monitor when motion is detected. That'll only switch into action when someone presses the doorbell. As a doorbell only, they claim 570 days roughly of battery life, but I'm going to assume that's not if you have like 10 visitors a day and is only minimal use. I don't have any actual figures because I haven't had to charge the battery yet, but motion detection will reduce that. And I wouldn't be surprised if you had to charge it every month or 2 under heavy usage. Again, you can record directly to the supplied micro SD card. You can upgrade that for more storage, or you can subscribe to an optional cloud plan, but that is completely optional. It's not required for any of the features mentioned. The Matter compatibility side of things is a bit of a mixed bag, as is the wider smart home support. The video doorbell itself doesn't offer any Matter functionality. Yes, Cameras have just been added to the Matter protocol in Matter 1.5 spec, but that isn't yet supported by any cameras on the market or smart home systems, so I wouldn't expect to see that for a few years yet. Hopefully at that point, Matter support for the camera side of things will be added in firmware, but I wouldn't count on it, nor would I recommend buying something based on theoretical future support. However, the video doorbell does act as a bridge, allowing other SwitchBot devices to be brought into Matter in the same way a SwitchBot hub does. Or rather, let's clarify that, one single device, unlike the 6-device limit of the actual hub. It's designed to be used in conjunction with the Lock Ultra product though, and that's what I've been testing with. So I wouldn't think of this as a generic SwitchBot hub for your curtains or other devices. It also doesn't bring in any other sensor data along with the bridge, unlike the hub, which will bring in the humidity and temperature sensor data too. This is very much a single-purpose bridge just for the Lock Ultra. Once you've got that added, you can voice control the lock, which, if I'm honest, is a bit disconcerting, but with Siri at least your device needs to be unlocked first. It's not something you can just do from the lock screen, so the joke about a burglar screaming into your letterbox, Alexa, Siri, hey Google, unlock my door, shouldn't actually work, and apologies for just doing that. Adding the doorbell to Matter is pretty trivial, though it does involve the longest pairing code I've ever seen. Thankfully, you just need to copy-paste it, but the actual functionality over Matter is disappointingly shallow. In terms of other smart home support, I've been using this with Apple Home, and the camera isn't supported over HomeKit. It is supported by Alexa, apparently, so if you have it set up right, your Alexa Show will automatically show the camera feed when the doorbell is rung. Even if you're not in the room with the base station, you'll get similar functionality through your Echo Show. Home Assistant is able to view the feed when live over the on-VIF protocol, but without those extra events such as doorbell being rung over Matter, there's not a lot you can do with it there. Google Home is just as limited as Apple in that you can't view the feed and there's nothing to automate your routines or anything else like that. Now, I'll be doing a separate review of the SwitchBot Lock Ultra, but it's the first smart lock that's actually compatible with my door. And you get some great integration with the video doorbell. As I mentioned, the video doorbell adds Matter compatibility to the Lock Ultra, acting as a Bluetooth to Matter bridge. But beyond that, the video doorbell has a dedicated button to lock and unlock the door. The button's pretty useless if you don't pair it with a smart lock, of course, and it can't itself be integrated in any other meaningful way over Matter by assigning other features to it. So these aren't generic programmable buttons. It's just what you see is what you get.
Fine, fine, I'll let you in.
The doorbell itself can also act as an NFC card reader for the SwitchBot NFC wallet tracker card, those sort of things, meaning it's an all-in-one solution for door entry. You wouldn't actually need to pair the separate fingerprint reader, number entry keypad, or Vision Ultra face recognition systems. If you were to get this, you could just use the lock, the doorbell, and a compatible NFC card. So, should you buy the SwitchBot Video Doorbell? The hardware and core functionality of the video doorbell